Hello people, what we're having today is the Aorus GigaByte B560m Pro, and this is quite a nice motherboard when I picked her out of the box, and it was quite a nice rabbit I pulled out. So, and if we look at the motherboard right now, it is very nice, very solid heatsink, very heavy when I pulled it out of the box. For an empty, smaller size, motherboard, it was very weighty and feels a very solid construction. I'm yet to get it all together yet, but I'm still waiting on my RAM. The post, he's taking his time, you know what I mean? Did he go into the pub and have a drink? I don't know. So, yeah, a very feature-rich motherboard with lots of inputs and outputs and lots of goodies and high specs and speed is what we need. You know, it's like you can't go fast enough. And maybe I'm just rambling on, or reckless rambling, but anyway, the specs and the speed, it's all here for your need. And yes, I like the back covered panel and integrated in, and it's just so much handy when it's stuck to the motherboard. And one must note, when the motherboard has no I/O, well, no. And the processor of choice is the i5 10400F. Clocks up to, it's not an overclocking one, it's not a K version, so it has a default max of about 4.3 gigahertz, which is pretty good and sufficient enough for an SLI crossfire configuration of your liking. And we have the C-type connectors, 3.2. I've already put the processor in. She's ready to go, waiting on RAM as I said before. And there's so many, lots and lots of headers and pin connections and M2 to M2 to M2. This is NVIDIA. How fast do you want to do? Okay, 2 of them will get you extreme RAID speeds of about around 8 gigabytes per second transfer rate. I had up to 11.9 gigabytes per second through a tri-RAID setup using storage sense in Microsoft storage sensors. Well, it configured it and put 3 together, and I went 11, just under 12 gigabytes per second transfer rate, and it was very fast. And I'll be housing it in this old but revamped Thermaltake, and yeah, it's just a MIDI case. And I'll probably be putting some water cooling in as well when I rip this apart and put it into the new system. I've got a P1 1TB drive there, and I'll be transferring that and the 1070 GTX in the meantime, I'm waiting on a 3060 Ti to complete the system, and this NMAX cooling system. I don't know if it'll be needed because it's not an overclocking version processor. So yeah. So this is just part one of how many, who knows. And it's very nice. Very nice.